Hey guys, how's it going? Rainy here, and I hope you all survived April Fool's Day this year. So I have a tendency of triggering people on April Fools. I've done it the past 2 years now. The first year was fake blue party hat I found on RuneScape. Second one, probably slightly worse, gender swap. It didn't go over too well. Very bad. I got some mean comments. They still haunt me until today. Anyway, so this year I wanted to avoid triggering anyone. It went over really well, and I'm actually I'm slightly surprised that I didn't manage to trigger someone, but I'm very happy about it as well. So what I did for April Fools this year was I changed the theme of my Discord. So if you're on my Discord, if you're not on my Discord, link below. If you are on my Discord, you'll know that there's like an assassin theme going on. But there are a lot of people who follow me who like wolves and dogs and things like that. So I was like, why don't we change the theme to wolves? And it actually worked really well. So I just basically changed everything into wolf theme. You know, like moons, and I added in howls, and yeah, just themed everything around wolves. I even changed all the titles in the members list. People seem to really like it. Most people just threw themselves on instantly, and it was great. So that's how I started off. I started off very good, like a great start to April Fools. But I spent the day mainly looking at other people's April Fools. So probably a majority of my time was spent on RuneScape, which had its own April Fools thing. They were doing fake broadcasts. So say when your friend gets a rare pet or something, you'll get a broadcast saying they got the pet. There were tons of fake broadcasts, which was quite funny because I messaged someone saying, "Oh, congratulations," and they were like, "What are you gratting me about? I didn't get anything." So lots of things like that happened. There was also probably the most iconic one of this year, bank standing pet. So every skill in RuneScape has its own pet. There is no skill for standing in the bank, but a famous person in the community decided to do that. And he contacted the makers of the game to actually get this thing to look as real as possible. And I think it's fooled pretty much everyone. I stood in the bank for a few hours myself before I kind of found out through trial and error that it doesn't actually exist, because there was nothing in the console. There was no actual item for the pet. And there was also the ability to order pizza once every 30 minutes, and you got it delivered to you by Papa Gianni the gnome, so that was quite funny. Over on old school RuneScape, there were a couple things that happened as well. They had fake level ups for people who had 1 defense. So a popular thing to do on old school, because of the way combat works there, is to have very low defense. So people intentionally don't train their defense. But people who have 1 defense got trolled by getting that little cheeky level 2 in defense. It was fake. It didn't actually happen, but it probably scared the heck out of them. And also there was apparently a message saying that if you did a clue scroll, you got a Helm of Redwald. That's probably not how you pronounce it, which is kind of like a mythical item. Nobody really knows how to get it. There is a clue, and if you solve the clue, you can get it, but nobody solved the clue yet. Also, over on Reddit, there was a place called, well, /place, and I joined in on the old school people there. They made a connection lost, please wait thing, because it's kind of an inside joke on old school RuneScape. So we plopped that into the top left corner. It's actually quite cool. It's still there now if you haven't seen it. So a couple of random other things I went through on April Fool's Day. Google Maps decided to add Mrs. Pac-Man into their maps, which I had to try a little bit. Could actually play it as well. Tumblr had Horse Friend, which I love that horse. But he died. DeviantArt had Pair of Salamanca. Freaking pears everywhere. On RuneScape Wiki, they posted a news post saying Invention Batch 2 had came out. Too soon. It's just too soon. And the old school Wiki turned into Roblox and memes. It's actually great. Discord, which I absolutely love their videos. It's like actually great. It's lovely to watch them. I'm always excited when they post something. They are starting to make coffee now.
Discord Nitro Brew, we're selling coffee now. We're selling coffee now.
Who would have thought? RuneScape made a video themselves announcing a new game mode called
Unscathed, a brand new game mode for RuneScape,
where you're basically reverse leveling your account from max stats all the way to 0. I could get behind that. That sounds cool. But what probably took the cake for me on this April Fool's Day was that ASDF 10 came out.
Hey, I'm not like other girls. I have snake arms.
Now, I loved them way more when I was smaller, but I've kept up to date with them because I like them quite a lot. And the music video this time, oh my god, I listened to it all day. If you haven't listened to Beep Beep I'm a Sheep yet, you're missing out. I'm just gonna play a little bit of it because you need it in your life. Beep beep I'm a sheep, I said beep beep I'm a sheep. Beep beep I'm a sheep, I said beep beep I'm a sheep. Probably not gonna play more than that though because copyright. But yeah, definitely check that out. I'll have that below as well. So I did throw in some of my own photoshopping skills here. So there were some fake broadcasts, as you know, from RuneScape. Those went from anything, like they referenced Harry Potter, they referenced Game of Thrones, they referenced Queen songs, Mama killed a man at some point. But I also managed to find, in the chat, a green party hat. So I was like, this isn't real enough. So I photoshopped a green party hat onto my character. And I mean, everyone knew it was fake, so it was fine, but you know, it was just fun to do. See people's reaction. I think I'd fooled a couple people with it though. But it wasn't just fools that happened. I also actually went to raids on RuneScape and I got Acto gloves. Quite rare to get. I haven't had any in months, so you know, quite happy about those. I also got 120 thieving because I was like, I have been close to this for a while now. I could maybe troll some people. Maybe they'll think like, is this really a level up? Especially because of all the announcements going on, right? The random announcements. So I got 120 thieving, which is like top tier thieving level. And I did fool a couple people with it. So I mean, joke's on you guys. But yeah, that was cool as well. So I'm happy. I had a good day. I had a good day. And I didn't trigger anyone. So I mean, wait. I might have triggered one person. They did start throwing fireballs at me. Well, there's always next year, or maybe I'll go for triggering as many people as possible. So who knows? We'll find out next year. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to check out my RuneScape content, you can check out my other channel. I'll have that on the screen at the end here. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.